I love the new motorcycles in Fortnite and built an entire parkour map based around them. And whoever gets the fastest time on my map is gonna get something good. More details at the end. Okay, we're starting from scratch and I want to build a motorcycle parkour course. Holy cow, 17,000 memory already. Oh my gosh. And I'm gonna say for this map that I can also use the dirt bike as well. And in keeping with the theme of the season, I'm gonna keep this in the Cyber City realm here. That'll make it easy to build as well. I don't really have to build like a whole city out for this. I just have to use these giant buildings and it can still look freaking cool. Okay, we got our base layer down here for our roads, which is good. Let's make sure the motorcycle drives good on it though, because sometimes different road surfaces don't work well, but it seems like this one works just fine. All right, let's build our first level. First thing I got to do is set up my mechanic here, because this could be a little bit complex. Let me just figure this out. All right, let me show you what I did. Now, I was actually trying to create two different like races here where you'd go through the checkpoints and then finish it. And then if I wanted to have a second race, it would start. But then I was thinking, why not just make it one long race? So I have multiple mechanics on here. Let me just show you. So let's imagine this is our first level. We go through here and we have to get through each of these things. Now, the problem is you can see at the top, I have the timer, which is not the race. It's a timer to finish the one level. And if I don't finish it, what happens is it kills me with the down but not out device and then respawns me back here where I can restart the race and go through it. But it doesn't restart the race. It just takes us to the next level where there's a checkpoint where the next level actually starts a second little timer here. And then if I don't finish it, it kills me and I can respawn now at the new spot that has a motorcycle sitting next to it where I can get on and try and finish the next level or the race. So this parkour course is just going to be one long race, which should make it actually a little bit easier to make this multiplayer instead of just single player. Actually, that brings up the question, how many motorcycles can we have on a map? Oh my gosh, guys, we can have a whole bunch. I've got some errors going on because I have too many channels connected to this, but we now have probably close to 150, 200 type motorcycles. So there's really no limit on the motorcycles. That means I can definitely have multiplayer in this. I just have to have the right mechanics set up for it. Oh, guys, actually, I'm not going to make this multiplayer. I've been testing out with catch-up plays here, and it's just too complex with like which race is starting, whose bike is assigned to what, who gets reset if they die. I mean, it's just way too complex for multiplayer, so it's got to be one player. I'm sorry. So see you later, catch-up plays. I'm not going to need you. Guys, this is getting so frustrating. So I had a problem with the checkpoint that was kind of activating my timer device over here, but if you didn't complete it, it didn't reset the race. It just, there's so many problems. So I just have it activating from a mutator zone now, and I'll just have to make some sort of a aesthetic that's like, these are the gates you got to pass through. And you can't activate these without an actual vehicle. So I have to have a vehicle to start the race to get through everything. Okay, my base mechanics are set. Now let's start building some actual levels. Okay, so here's a very simple level one. You can see I've got a crowd up here cheering you on, but you get on your bike and it's just a simple, you know, go through the checkpoints. It's nothing too complex just for level one, right? We gotta have level one stay easy. You do have to hit this jump pretty accurately, and if you don't, like, if you mess it up, you won't meet the timer, and you got 15 seconds to beat the level, I should say. So pretty easy. Now on to level two. Okay, now with level two, I want to do it a little different. Like, I kind of want to bring in the ring galleries right here, where you have to like drive up it and like stay on the ring gallery. I think this could be really fun and like challenging. I just have to make sure it all works. Oh yeah, guys, this is actually really cool. So you can go up this. Oh, it's actually kind of hard. Just have to go slow, and it's gonna go through the buildings. Ah! But I'm gonna have it come up through these buildings and kind of interweave through a few gaps like this. Okay, here's the whole level. You come up here, you go through this building, you wrap around, and eventually you end up over here. I was gonna have it wrap around a little more, but it's actually pretty hard. You gotta stay on this the whole time. If you fall off at all, you're dead. This could be a really frustrating level for some of you guys. I'm sorry. It's taken me a few tries to even get this far on it, but once you get up to here, it should be pretty easy. Yeah, we passed the level. Really what I wanted is to get up high so that we can kind of like do some building jumping now. It's how cool would it be to have a full level where you're jumping in between these buildings? So that is a pretty hard jump. Oh my gosh, but could be really fun if I set this up right. Once again, guys, I'm sorry about difficulty levels on these things. Sometimes I get complaints sometimes about my levels are too hard, but to me, often the difficulty level is what makes it like really fun, because I want a challenge in these maps that I play sometimes. sometimes, and you know, I feel like sometimes levels are just a little too easy and not difficult enough. I mean, when I was a kid playing games, like beating a game was like a huge accomplishment. Still want it to be fun though. I don't want it to be like annoying. Let's see if I can one-shot it after all that talk about hard levels and stuff. This first jump is by far the hardest. Let's see. Oh yeah, Bush barely made it. Woo! Okay, I'm clearly not doing this very fast, but it's definitely possible even if you mess up the jumps like one after another. And then this is a nice easy jump on the curved roof. You just gotta get up it, come on. Oh! And then you just jump off this curved roof over to the, oh no, I missed the last jump. This is an easy enough jump if you just get some speed off of it. And that's the third level. You know, I haven't even tried these new vehicles out with prop movers. I'm gonna have some platforms that are moving around that you have to drive on for this next level. And I just don't know how this is gonna work. I guess I should test it. Okay, we got our moving platform here. If I stand on it, no problem, but let's try the motorcycle. All right, here we go. We're gonna drive out on it and ooh, oh no, oh, it doesn't stick at all. That is kind of annoying. Why wouldn't it be sticky? But I want to try something even with that in mind and see if we can cross this somehow. So the goal here would be to cross that bridge when they're all intersecting. I just don't know if I can get enough speed for this. Here we go, let's go. Whoa, that's awesome. Okay, that worked out great. Actually, the fact that you don't stick to it is kind of nice because it's not like you're going back and forth on it. I think I do need a building though that's on the other side of this to stop you from like driving off the edge because you have to blast across that quickly. Yeah, this is a pretty cool level. I like it. It's very easy. After a couple of more difficult levels, it's nice to have one that's just a little bit more simple to get across. Woo! Okay, yeah, I can get back and forth on that. Really simple. Okay, I like that a lot. All right, now it's time to actually bust out the dirt bike here because the dirt bike has the unique ability to actually jump from a standstill and still move forward and do some cool things that the other bike can't do. And here's where we're gonna have our first real parkour level. Okay, here's the level. It's pretty challenging, but I will say this, just once you get used to things and take it slow, it's actually not too bad. As with any of the other levels on this map, just take your time and you'll get there. Okay, I just finished building the next level. When you finish the previous parkour course, you're gonna get assigned a tracker device, which you'll see up the top left corner, which says kill guards with katana. You get on the bike and you'll see in your inventory that you now have a katana to swing around. Now you can't get off of your motorcycle if you try and do the secondary. It's just you can't do it. But there's gonna be these guards down in this arena that you have to kill. I mean, I guess you can run over them if you want. They can obviously kill you. The katana makes it a lot easier to kill these guys as you run them over. And then when you kill all 4 of them, the gate over here opens up, which will go to our final level. Now for this last level, I wanted to add a speed boost so you could actually drive faster. But for some reason, like it doesn't work on the motorcycle anymore. On update day, you could use it and get extra speed and it was awesome, but they must have patched that or something, which is really unfortunate. Oh well, this last level will still work without it. It would have just been cooler. Okay, so here's the final level. You go through here and you have a 30-second timer to get through this area. It's actually not hard at all with 30 seconds. 20 seconds was pretty much impossible. So you got to slide under this board here. You see the crowds again, which means you're nearing the end, and then you'll go through the finish line right here. So I'm gonna see what I can get here for a fastest time. I want to see your fastest times too, so post your images of your final time on the new subreddit or send it to me on Twitter. And if you get the fastest time in the next week or so, I might send something nice to you. Okay, here my fastest time is 3 minutes and 26 seconds. Good luck. Here's the code to the map. Have fun.